Do you remember anything early on that your mother said to you that really stuck with you forever?
Yes, she was like, do whatever you can, but don't become an entrepreneur.
And so you definitely didn't listen to her.
We didn't listen to her when, in fact, like we both were at Yahoo. I quit Yahoo to start my first startup, and she immediately called me and she was like, make sure Snehal doesn't quit his job because you have already quit. At least make sure that the startup works before both of you quit your well paid jobs and get into something that makes no money. And then obviously I didn't listen. So she asked her best friend to call us and see if she could convince us. But both of them failed at it, and our entrepreneurial journey started like that.
that's that's great. All right, so that was during your first company.
Yes.
Did your mother or did anyone invest in other companies that you learned to do so as well, or did that kind of organically happen as you were building your own companies? You thought, we are building our own company, so it means we know what it takes to build a company, so we know what type of companies we should invest in.
Yeah, so our investments are guided by a few things. Having built several startups now, I think you get better at executing, better at identifying the right ideas, better at knowing which teams might be the right team to work on those ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started Twin Ventures, it was actually super organic because of the success of our previous startup, Messi, which was an AI powered travel as a service platform. Post that acquisition, we saw several AI entrepreneurs reaching out to us for advice, reaching out to us for angel investments. And that post that we started angel investing, we were cutting separate checks. Like me and Snell used to cut individual checks, and our attorney was like, hey, why don't you just form an entity and cut a single check? And then we said, okay, let's do it. We were about to form an LLC, but that is when I met Ash Lilani from Sama Capital, who led the Series A for Zeni. And he was like, I think it's a great idea that having an AI background, you want to invest in early stage AI startups. And I would love to join this fund as an investor. So he was our first LP. And before we knew it, there were 15 other LPs